You're a professional pole dancer, you're a performer, you're an instructor, someone who challenges stereotypes and opens space for women to reconnect with their power, softness, and truth. Through your work, you show that movement is not just performance, it's expression, healing, and a return to oneself. Laura Ayoub, so happy to have you here.
خجلتينا. Thank you. I am so honored to be here.
You like it?
Thank you so much. What an introduction. Thank you.
لا يعني I've been a big fan before even getting to know you. It's incredible what you do. لأنه I know that behind the pole dancing في in depth في شيء أكتر من هيك. واليوم we're going to tackle this. رح نحكي عنه. So أنت how did your journey started? يعني أنت متى بلشتي? And why?
So it's an interesting question because by the end of this year, so in December next month, it will be my 10th year.
Wow.
So I really randomly started at a bachelorette party in France. We were walking towards the beach. The girls got super hyped. We passed by a pole dancing studio. وتحمسوا كتير وأنا بتذكر إنه أبداً ما كنت متحمسة. قلت براسي girls please لا تعالوا نروح على البحر نتلقى نتسلى ننبسط. إنه pole dancing إنه ليه شو هالشي. Really I was more on the not hating side بس إنه
كنت شاكة إنه
uninterested. إنه أكيد لا يعني. بس أكيد إنه اللي بدأ العروس بنعمل. So فتنا على هالpole dancing class. And I remember from the first class, it sort of was not what I expected. يعني توقعت إنه أرقص مع عمود. I was challenged. I was in pain because there's friction between your skin and the pole that holds you. So you're physically and pain challenges me mentally as well, like to push through. And trying to figure out the coordination of all these movements and watching that instructor making it look so effortless and so beautiful, so elegant, so fierce at the same time. And I was like, wow, there's something there. And I think for me, the magic happened after trying it. She did like a small demo and I hadn't seen much pole dancing back then. So ما كان كتير عندي expectations or ما كنت عارفة شو رح أتوقع من هالصف. وقتها شفتها هيك عم ترقص بس it's a mix of رقص and gymnastics منه بس رقص يعني فيه كتير upside down فيه كتير power moves. Personally حسيت إنه it was one of the most magical disciplines I had ever seen in my life. It was beautiful to the sight and it touched me. It did something to me. That mix of masculine and feminine, the mix of power, but also vulnerability on the pole. She was, I connected to a lot, and I just felt like a little chicken trying to figure out how to add steps together. It challenged me physically, mentally, and it caught my attention. After that, I came back to Lebanon, and there was no pole dancing classes. So
ما كان في بلبنان.
No, ما كان في بلبنان. Okay. After that first bachelorette class. So life moved on, but it stayed with me. There was something there, and then I saw a friend who was probably doing it, but I never actually noticed on Instagram that was pole dancing in Dubai. And I touched base with her, like asking her, like, how long has she been doing that? And if she liked it, what did it bring her? هيك حكينا شوي عن الموضوع. Long story short, it stuck with me. And eventually with time, I ordered a pole at home and started training. My mom got me DVDs, beginner, intermediate, advanced DVDs back then. So I was training with the DVDs, and my partner at the time who used to spot me in case of danger. And so this is how it started. It started mainly in the, it evolved because I did take some classes before that, but it evolved and really boomed in my old apartment in Sicily that I used to rent with a friend. So that's how my journey started.
هلا انت قلتي انه ما كان في pole dancing وانت you got inspired by a friend in Dubai that was doing pole dancing or whatever. بس انت اليوم لما بلشتيها و you started training on DVDs and stuff like that, كيف بعدين عرفتي انه this is how you do it without hurting yourself؟ لانه اليوم في تكنيك معينة. لا
Absolutely, I agreed. هلا when I first started pole dancing, teaching was not teaching or doing it professionally or competing or performing they weren't far-fetched thoughts. They were not there. The thoughts weren't present. It was just a learning curve and just going with the flow, doing what I'm taught by this professional, which now I know is a world-renowned pole dancer and one of the first to invent this discipline.
مين؟
Felix Kane, her name is.
Okay.
She's Australian. But back then, for me, they were just DVDs I had received, and I was following the steps. Honestly, it was really trial and error, and before going into deeper trainings and teachers' trainings as I evolved to eventually teach and make it a profession, I was not in the world of sports necessarily. I was not in the world of dance. I did not have any professional sports background. I was also 26, so I wasn't in my teenage years. No, it was all very new. And I really think that the secret for me was, first of all, there was no pressure. So I never wanted to teach in the first. It was never, I was in the restaurant industry. I was doing great. I was loving it. It was just a side hobby. But that hobby transformed into a passion. And I don't know if you've ever had a passion, but it's the most magical thing in the world. You become its slave. It leads and you just follow. It's obsessive. It denies anything else. It pushes limits. It breaks boundaries. It's something that is so powerful. Nothing and no one can try or come close to stealing it from you. It's really the first passion I've ever felt, and I think the strongest passion I've ever felt in terms of discipline. Because I feel passionate about life, for example. It's something I absolutely adore and resonate and vibrate with a lot. But as a discipline, being someone who is hyperactive and who loved to try things, I had never done anything professionally, but I was physically active and athletic, but just not professionally because I enjoyed hobbies. It was the craziest feeling I had ever felt. And until today, I feel it. It's a passion that evolves, that transforms like a love, like a relationship. But it's very hard to describe. It's a feeling.
It goes very deep. It's very fulfilling.
Yes. Very fulfilling. And it's obsessive, and it's really, I always say you become its slave, and it's something that no one can take away from you.
حلو. خلينا نحكي عن اليوم البول دانسينج. عنده ببعض المجتمعات، يمكن بعض بلبنان كمان، عنده مفهوم خاطئ which is misconception. That إنه أكتر يعني العالم ما بتحكي عنه عن تعبير للجسم، أو يمكن سبورت رياضة، أو يمكن بيحكوا عنه أكتر إنه مفهوم إنه let's put it that way, an exotic dancer.
مزبوط.
Okay, يعني فهمتي إنه مفهوم إنه المرأة is more of an object on this pole تتغري تتعمل عرفتي كيف؟ يعني ما عندنا مفهوم مزبوط يمكن كتير عنه، أو يمكن مفهوم تاني. What are your thoughts about that?
هلا pole dancing اللي أنا شفته إنه منه بس تابو بلبنان. أكيد بالميدل إيست it's more تابو، بس بعده شوي تابو بالعالم كله. صراحة there's two things. في أول شيء ناحية العالم إنه it's very easy الواحد يكون عنده رأي على قصص ما كتير بيفهمون، ما كتير مفكر فيهم، ما كتير مجربون، وبفهم صراحة. هلأ كمان في كتير قصص that are taboo that aren't well perceived بغير disciplines بغير شوي بكل شيء بنعمله. أنا شخصياً تعودت إنه to be judged in different choices I did in life. إنه بعتقد كلنا بنواجه بهالمشاكل.
أكيد.
At the end of the day اللي فيه يقولوا للي عباله يعمل pole dancing إنه give it a shot, it's life changing. إنه keep the voice in. إنه ما كتير تتسمعوا على العالم. At the end of the day رح تسمعوا قصص على كل شيء بتعملوه. أنا I feel privileged to have found a passion. Whatever the taboo is, whatever the judgment is, أحلى شيء صار معي. وبس كمان بدي أقول شغلة إنه واجهت مشاكل وسمعت حكي
مثل شو؟ أعطيني example.
يعني بالشومها بنتها وها كيف أخذها جوزها إنه مع كلمات إنه بلا ما نستعملهم. إنه أكثر شيء على العائلة إنه كيف بيخلوها هيك تعمل يعني بالشوم، ليش هالقد تلبس قصير، شو بيقولوا عنا، إنه شو بيقولوا عنا أهلا هيك، إنه قصص هيك.
ما تأثرتي أبداً؟
أنا شخصياً لا. بس أنا لأنه عندي support system probably كتير يعني كتر خير الله كتير حلو كتير منيح وخلقاني كشخص إنه قوي ومرتاحة مع حالي وبعدين بالنهاية ما فيك تتضايقي وقت شغلة هالقد بتخليك تكوني مبسوطة. ما يعني إنه ما فيك. بعدين you surround yourself with like-minded people at the end of the day. يعني اللي إنه صراحة اللي الصحة حواليها هالقد عامل شوك على البول دانسينج. في قصص أهم بلاقي بالحياة إنه بفضل ما يكونوا كتير حوالي. بس اللي بيزعلني كتير وبيأثر علي كتير هو وقت عندي students وبشوف الجيرني تبعهم والباركور تبعهم وكيف بلشوا بول وقديش they gained strength, flexibility, confidence، قديش تغير جسمهم، قديش صاروا مرتاحين مع حالهم، قديش صاروا عندهم هالسنس of community. وبعدين بعرف إنه أهلهم مثلا ما نون supportive أو ما هلا there are كمان extents to أهل ما يكونوا supportive. إنه بالنسبة لإلي في عالم بيجوا من غير generation. They were exposed to different things. It's okay not to accept everything your child does, or no, it's okay not to agree with everything your child does or to relate to everything your child does. But at the end of the day, if it makes him happy and it doesn't bother anyone, it would be really sad to be unsupportive or to not allow your child to do something that is so good for him. هذا شيء كتير بزعلني صراحة. Over the years وإلي 10 سنين كتير تطوروا الأمور كتير. يعني هل تابو إنه at the end of the day it's just out and about. ما أخر ما تغير شيء. يعني أنا كنت I was a full-time restaurateur. I started teaching part-time. Then I started teaching full-time. Then I recruited 1 teacher, 2 teachers, 3 teachers, 4 teachers. Now we are 6 on the team and we work with 6 different studios all over Lebanon. So the taboo's there and it will always be there. But pole dancing is something very, very powerful and an amazing discipline that at the end of the day will keep growing and growing and growing regardless of how people feel or how people perceive it. And we started with a community of 10 students to about 300 that keep circulating. More come try. Now moms are trying with their kids. Moms are begging their kids to come with them. So I think that there's something to this discipline that is much more powerful than just a simple taboo. And I also live by one rule. I surrender to the things I cannot control. I cannot control how you feel about things. I cannot control how what I do makes you feel, but I can control how it makes me feel and what I take from it. And هذا الشيء المهم.
حكيت إنه إجاكي مثل ما بيقولوا ناس يعني حكيت عن عملت لي كريتيك أو يمكن حكيت عن هن شو رأيهم على هالموضوع هذا. بس لما نقول عن مثلا الأولاد يلي عم بيعملوا أولاد، هلا أنا بقول أولاد بس يمكن إنه ناس من عمر معين أكيد. في شي حدا تحداكي إنه إنه أنت ما لازم تكوني هون أو منسكر المحل. يعني عم بحكي أنا على صعيد إنه استئجار استوديو لتعملي بول دانسينج، صار في إشكالات على هالموضوع إنه لشو بدك تستعملي للبول دانسينج؟ شو يعني بول دانسينج؟ Do you understand؟
ايه
يعني
عبالي اقول لك ايه وهيك خبرك احلى خبريه بالعالم والدراما واجت البوليس وهيك،
ما
بس
ما صار شيء. بالعكس
لا.
بالعكس.
بس نحن كمان I founded a competition. هو بول دانسينج بس لانه 3/4 العالم ما بيعرفوا. فيها فيدريشن، فيها national competitions, international competitions, independent labels. و I have my own اسمه Lebanon Pole Championship. So it's been 3 years. في سنة قفيناها من وراء الحرب بلبنان, which was last year, where the students from Lebanon and outside Lebanon, whoever wants, بيجوا بيقدموا وبيعملوا they compete. أكيد في different levels و different requirements مثل حياة competition. وكذا مرة بصير فكر فيها إنه لازم أعمل هيك budget إذا حدا بيكبسني أو إذا حدا بيجي أقدر إنه
to bail yourself out.
اظهر من الموضوع. فإيه إنه هو القصص أكيد بفكر فيهم أكيد. حتى بالميدل إيست في كم هلأ بالميدل إيست صار في بول دانسينج everywhere, بالسعودية وبقطر وبالكويت وببحرين وبإيجيبت everywhere. بس بعرف إنه في studios ما بيسموها بول دانسينج, بيسموها vertical dance تيحموا حالهم من
It's interesting.
It's so interesting. It's so interesting. And I think that the taboo around this discipline makes it even more interesting and is a natural marketing. عن جد. It's a natural attention-giving thing. It's amazing. You're a pole dancer. You're a pole dancer? Yes. على طول هيك في شيء. شو هو الشيء? You don't know yet. But you know that there's something. It's fun. يعني. It's entertaining.
If we want to dig a bit deeper, حكيت أنت شوي عن هالموضوع, بس أنت pole dancing, how did it change your relationship with your body?
First of all, pole dancing taught me everything about sports, athletics, my body, my feminine side. So just a small intro about pole dancing. It has so many different layers, okay? So you gain strength, flexibility, coordination, balance. It empowers you and puts you in touch with your feminine side, with all your sides. It regains confidence. It makes you feel like you can rule the world. It makes you belong to an amazing community of very like-minded, supportive people, mainly women. It has a lot of layers. So I think that everybody who sticks around for multiple layers, but it starts with one or more. What I took from pole dancing before feeling like I wanted to I was 26. I was fine. I wasn't a mother of 6 and in my late, I don't know, 60s. But it wasn't about regaining my power as a woman, or in my late 40s. There's no age to regain your power. But it was tapping into my vulnerable side. So the more you put effort into that trick, which is a move or a pose, the more effortless it will look. So none of us start looking like feathers on this pole. We all feel like humongous cows and whales. It's very normal. Okay, you're learning something new. It's like you teaching me the piano. I cannot create a beautiful sound. But there's something so powerful, so masculine in tricks. And we have a lot of things in common with calisthenics as well. But there's also such a strong feminine side. And I lacked surrender in this side. So pole dancing taught me how to manage my feelings as a woman, that it's okay to let go, that it's okay to cry. And the better I got, the more I started enjoying the feminine side of it eventually, and the dancing side, even though at first I was only attracted to the gymnastics.
The strength in it.
Side. And it did me so much good emotionally, and it really helped me connect to my power as a woman and surrender a little bit to the amazingness of being a woman. Now I'm so feeling it, I might tear up. Yani. So we can discuss this later.
Yes.
And so I think that it taught me, yes, vulnerability, surrendering to my feminine side, and physically, it really showed me that the body incredible. And I think the most rewarding thing in pole dancing is that it's hard. First of all, it's for everyone. There are no prerequisites, nor age, nor flexibility requirements, nor strength requirements. This is something that irritates me way more than the taboo. People always think you need to have a minimum strength. You need to be athletic.
بدي يكون جسمك حلو بدك تقدري تكوني
خفيفة. I'm
أي.
gonna go to the gym and then I'm gonna start pole dancing. I'm gonna lose weight and then I'm gonna start pole dancing. This is not how it works. You start pole dancing from zero at any age. And then it becomes mental work. The more you put in the work and accept that things don't work out from one trial and two trial. And that's the beauty of it. That's why it's a life lesson for me. Things don't come easy, but when you put effort, the reward is amazing. And pole dancing is the same. After repetition, you unlock things that you never in a million years
thought you can do.
No way. And it gives you this sense of, I mean, when things comes harder, it's so much more rewarded than when things comes easy.
Like it's self-achievement. Like it's amazing.
It's the most empowering feeling, the most badass moment you can ever feel in your whole life. So yeah.
وقت تكوني تعبانة after a long day of workout تعطي كتير لأنه it requires a lot of discipline, strength, effort, patience, whatever. كيف how do you release your tiredness? What do you do?
Pole dancing.
So you
Sometimes I used to teach about when I first started for the first multiple years, I used to teach up to 6 hours a day. And it got to a point where it really felt like I was giving way more than I was taking. And as much as I love teaching and still love teaching, I like pole dancing even more than I like teaching. I like taking and training. And so I think here I had to balance it out. And that's one of the reasons I decided to compete back then. It was like I wanted to travel, take a month to myself and focus on my training, create a piece that I could compete in. And because pole dancing is an escape at the end of the day. But so nowadays when I don't feel, so your question was non-pole dancing related. You wanted to know how I
recharge from the tiredness. لأنه مش معقول واحد يكون unless بتقولي لي أنا I always have energy even after working out.
No. It looks like I always have energy and people call me Duracell. My mom says I'm a bulldozer, but no. Ironically, very, very ironically, I recharge the most when I'm alone and when I'm isolated.
Okay.
So I think just taking space for myself. Sometimes I have a quick nap if I can have the time, 20-minute nap. I sit with myself in like I try to adapt my days. Some days are longer than each other and some phases you're going to be exhausted. And just I try to understand that it's a privilege also to be exhausted, if I may. It's what a blessing to be exhausted. Hey, my life is full. So I think really positive thinking and understanding that it's a phase and I'm going to reset eventually, plan something in the future that will make me do good, look into retreats, a weekend getaway, watch a movie at night if I can. Manifesting gratitude and it's okay to be exhausted. No, I don't. It's nice.
Le travail, c'est la santé.
Yes, I mean, I don't allow myself to go to push my limits and to go through mental breakdowns. I think I'm balanced enough to know when my body or my mind is telling me to take a break, and I think I have the luxury to do so occasionally when I need to.
Big announcement. Congratulations. You are pregnant.
Oh my God.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
وعندك your 6 months هلا.
Yes.
Okay. Since I'm very happy for you أول شيء.
Thank you.
فينا نعرف الجندر.
Yes, it's a boy.
لا إنه نحن بنحب الكل بس it's special.
It's special. لا إذا كنتوا على gender reveal, it was a gender reveal gone wrong. But now I'm super excited.
Yeah, cool. About that matter, what's the relationship right now? Inti pregnant, pole dancing. How do you feel?
Okay.
أو أعطيني هيك شوي لأنه it's a life-changing event. but it's the best. يعني I'm a mother وبقول لك it's the best thing that could ever happen to you.
I guess I'll find out.
Yep.
أول شيء بدي أقول شغلة اللي تعلمتها وعم بتعلم عنها إنه it's my first time being pregnant. It's not something I had thought of, not something I had connected to, related to. حتى اعتذرت من كل أصحابي اللي كانوا pregnant إنه ما سألت عنهم وما كتير فكرت بالموضوع. Disconnected completely. أول شغلة تعلمتها إنه it's a very personal journey and it's a thing. إنه it's an adventure. Just like any adventure, I love adventures. You need to tackle it with a very open heart and let it humble you. In my personal experience, again, ما عم بتفلسف على حدا. It's ironic إنك سألتيني هالشي لأنه الترين الماضي I was training pole and I was put back in place عن جد. كتير استصعبت ضايقت مع انه كنت عارفه وعم بقرا كتير عن الحبل وحتى اخذ اسمه it's a pole dancing course for mothers. It's a program يعني to guide you through كل شيء رح يصير معك و how to pole dance safely وكنت بدي اخذه لإلي وكنت بدي اخذه ل my future students that ever go through pregnancy as well. So كان عندي فكرة إنه قديش pregnancy takes a toll on your body. بس يمكن ما فكرت فيها مزبوط ووقت حسيت قديش So Monday I was training pole dancing and it was hard. I wasn't doing very hard things and it was hard. It was hard in my pelvis. It was hard in my hip flexors. It was hard on my nausea and my refluxes. It was not fun. And not every training session also, but any athlete will knows that not all training sessions are butterflies and amazing. And that's why we love it, because it puts us back in our place and we get back up, we continue on better days. But it really hit me more than I thought it would. Like easy things that come to me so naturally, like walking for some in pole dancing, felt challenging. And I got angry. عصبت سكر راسي وبدراما براسي, which is very, very place I rarely go. وحسيت إنه صرت أحكي بالموضوع, خلص عبقت وصرت أحكي بالموضوع. صرت أسأل أصحابي around the world that are pole dancers that were mothers also, and I asked them about their journey and the journey of the pole dancer mother that they knew of. And then I realized, okay, no, it's don't compare. It's not just you, it's a thing. Where I'm at today, I feel actually إنه humbled. حلو, أكلت كف, ما عليه هيك إنه بترجع تتذكري إنه أنت منك هالقد قوية وإنه It's
interesting.
You need to be kind to your body and patient. يعني things in life, sometimes they just put you back in place. As much as you think you're always on top of your game, no, something's going to come and it teaches you back to take a second, understand that it's okay, that it's normal, be kind to yourself, don't compare.
خفتي؟
عصبت, مش خفت, عصبت وكمان من وراء الاب separation عم خاف. بس في لك شغله, it's not worth it, مش حزانه, خلص رواق, it's temporary. قررت انه it's temporary I'm creating magic يعني. وكمان this pregnancy really again talking about the feminine side, pregnancy humbles you and it really tap into your feminine energy and realize انه sorry بس انه we really are amazing creatures and they're useless. We love them. بس
let's talk about it on
their
another
body does nothing. What? انه انه ايام هيك انه my husband comes back from work, we're home, انه شو عملت اليوم, بجاوبه انه عملت أصابيع, عملت قلب, عملت كتير قصص. انت شو عملت اليوم؟ واو, انه I never took the, I'm 37, I know, but I never took the time to think about these things. And we're amazing creatures, and now is the time to focus on this. Pole dancing will come back. I'm stubborn and
أكيد.
put the work back in.
Laura, أنت كمان بتعلمي. What is the core message you hope your students walk away with after class or a session or sessions?
Does it have to be in one word or one sentence?
It can be anything.
I think safety, empowerment, and joy. I feel that I take the same from teaching. So it's very much a mutual relationship. I have to say that 10 years later, I still feel like I absolutely love teaching. At some points, I felt like I was overwhelmed by teaching. And so when I was like, okay, stop, I couldn't stop. It's the most magical. It's an amazing feeling, an amazing experience. And I think students become family somehow, friends. They changed my whole life. My closest friends, I would say, are either my students, either my teachers, either around pole dancing somewhere. And I just hope that they really feel, like they're in a safe environment to be whoever they want to be, to express whatever they need to express, to move any way they want to move, free from judgment. And it's the truth. I know it's easy to say, but it's the truth. And I live by those values. So if I ever feel that somebody's energy is off or is unwelcoming or spreading negativity, I will just not welcome them to this classroom anymore. And I also think the reason why it's so empowering, so first of all, we're not very dressed because the skin needs to grip the pole. That's the magic. The more there's skin, the easier it becomes to grip. And sometimes it's not just about easy or hard, it's a necessity in some cases. So we're also it's also being back to your born self together. And
you're exposed.
Yes, you're exposed and nobody's looking, nobody cares. And the diversity, whether it's physically or in age or where you are and where you're at in life, makes you feel even more empowered and safe and comfortable. And so I would really say a sense of safety and happiness and empowerment. And really, I think we can all agree, and I've heard it throughout the past 10 years. I hear it daily and I feel it daily, whether it's from a student or from myself. I can get to a class exhausted, having a bad day, a really hard time, and their energy just gives me life. I end up leaving in the best mood. It's all fine. And I receive the same feedback. So it's very much a mutual.
So that brings us back to another question. How do you support someone who comes to your class feeling shy, insecure, disconnected a bit from oneself? They want to challenge themselves, but they come in with those feelings.
For me, it's very much about a personality. And I recruit my teachers according to their personalities and not according to their most advanced skills. At the end of the day, they will start teaching beginners. So maybe there's others that are more advanced, but I really choose the teacher on the team to be bubbly and very naturally supportive, happy people. So I wouldn't first of all discuss how she feels or pretend I understand how she's feeling, that specific student, whatever mood she's in. But I would try to make her laugh, make her feel welcome, while teaching her, whatever she tries, just be super supportive, make some jokes, give her a round of applause, just give her a good time. At the end of the day, I think your first class, you don't fall in love with anything. Anything new you learn from the first time, let's agree, you will probably suck. Teach me anything today that I don't know how to do, I won't be good at it. And pole dancing is the same. So I think what stays with you and what marks you is the energy of that first experience. That's what makes you want to come back. Me, en tout cas, for me, if I go try a paddle session, because I did, and oh God, I was catastrophic for years, catastrophic. But it was more just playing and pretend I knew how to play with friends or with fun people around. And then with that coach that was so nice, that made me feel like I was so good. Whereas I don't even know how a ball reacts.
Coordination, ma fille.
I don't know how it reacts. I don't know which direction it's gonna go. He made me feel like I was such a rock star, Yani. I was like, I'm going to keep coming back. Now, eventually, I play. I mean, I'm less terrible. I'm okay at paddle. So I really think just by being bubbly, supportive, I don't like to pretend I over-understand how people feel because I'm not them.
But you were inspired once and now you're inspiring through the inspiration you had. So that it goes both ways. هيدي مثل قلتيها هيدي كتير مهمة اللي قلتيها. قلتي إنه it goes
It's mutual.
It's خلص it becomes like an ecosystem رح نسميه تبع البول dancing, whereby you got inspired, you inspire other people, and people feel how you are as a person.
I hope so.
I'm telling you, the energy you have
you.
on set right now is very contagious.
Thank you.
Laura, I really want to thank you for being here today. عن جد يعني بدي أشكرك لأنه كتير تعلمنا قصص، ومن القصص إنه أنت اليوم مش بس pole dancing as a pole dancing or sport، بس اليوم كمان ال pole dancing embodies the empowerment of oneself كمان. It's like therapy to many people كمان, the healing. It's discipline, it's strength, it's just amazing. And also بفرجينا قد إيه نحن أجسامنا powerful.
عن جد لإلي pole dancing is a life lesson.
And we deserve the love. Our bodies deserve all the love. To everyone listening, عن جد يعني بدي أقول للviewers إنه trust yourself. لأنه عنا قدرات عن جد واحد مرات ما عنده فكرة عنها غير ما يجرب بكل شيء، مش بس pole dancing أكيد. So yeah, thank you for being here.
I'm so honored, Hanjad. Thank you for having me on HAKWAJIYE.
Yeah, and see you next time on HAKWAJIYE.